She killed her husband and then tried to frame her 7-year-old daughter for his murder. This case is insane. The twists and turns in it are absolutely unbelievable. And I apologize in advance if you hear any weird noises while I'm recording this video. I just adopted this little rescue girl, Sunny, and she's feeling very playful right now. Mike and Lori Shaver have been called high school sweethearts, but in reality, they had been together since middle school. They started dating in the 7th grade. They got married fresh out of high school, had 2 children, a daughter and a son. And then the family moved from New York to Florida so that Mike could take a technician job at Disney World. And for a little bit, it seemed like the family had everything. But in February of 2018, an old childhood friend of Mike's from New York reported to the police that no one had seen or heard from Mike Shaver in nearly 3 years. Not a single soul had physically seen Mike since November 7th of 2015, and this wasn't reported until February of 2018. This friend also reported to the police that there was still activity on Mike's social media accounts, but he believed that this was someone pretending to be Mike to make it look like he was okay. Like photos would be posted to make it look like Mike was still out doing stuff, when in reality, these photos were taken of Mike years earlier. Mike left work on November 7th, 2015, and then just was never seen again. He never went back to work, and then on the 11th, he texted his boss out of the blue saying that he quit and never even returned to get his last paycheck or his tools. So the police agree that this is really suspicious, and they go to speak with Michael's wife, Lori, and at first she's very cooperative. She told the police that she last saw her husband Mike 3 years ago when he abandoned her and her children to go run off and be with another woman. But there are a few sketchy details about Lori and her story. First thing was that every single person that asked Lori about where her husband Mike was got a slightly different story, or just different altogether. Mike left all of his belongings behind: his car, his clothes, his wallet. His debit card was never used by him ever again, but a lot of money was taken out of his bank account by, you guessed it, his wife Lori. Also, after Mike disappeared, his wife Lori never called or texted him ever again. And if my husband left me and my 2 kids to go be with another woman, you best believe I would have at least sent him one angry text. And people that knew Mike thought it was really suspicious that shortly after he disappeared, his wife laid concrete down in their backyard and then built a fire pit over it. I'm sure you guys know where this is going. Also, less than 1 year after Mike disappeared, his wife Lori remarried.